Hello everyone and welcome back to Sonic Generations. We're almost there. We just gotta do this, thing first, which... Was this necessary? This feels, awfully drawn out. Maybe if this was the kind of thing you were working towards throughout the game. But we already
Yeah,
have...
like make this a hub, like instead of making this a straight line, it's more of a hub world
Yeah.
type thing. Yeah.
I don't know, this just feels like padding. For the sake of padding.
Yeah, this kind of does. This kind of does.
Especially when stuff like this happens.
I feel like this should have been handled a lot better than
This should have been a
is.
cutscene. This should have been a cutscene.
I wouldn't say necessarily a cutscene, just more like this should have been like, there should have been like a better way to signify. Oh, there should have been a signified better that you got all the emeralds. Let's use them instead of going through this platforming.
I was kind of wish there was
Challenge.
music playing in the background for this too.
Well, you get to hear to spinning cogwheels.mp3. Oh, to be fair, it probably wouldn't be MP3. It probably would be like a .wave
MP4.
file.
It would be like, yeah, and also GIF.
It's GIF.
We're not starting this fight.
No, it's pronounced Greg.
It's pronounced dreg. Anyway,
No,
A
no,
tiny
it's
eater.
pronounced. No, you're not pronouncing it right. It's actually YIF. Actually, no, not that. No.
GIF is something completely different.
No shit, no shit.
Anyway, look, it's the big baddie.
Okay, whatever you are. If you want to avoid
It's
Also,
the
one of my
eldest
favorite-
abomination of the world.
And also,
The year.
this has one of my favorite lines in any Sonic game
you nasty little pig.
coming up later.
But how?
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik!
I do want to remind people that the older Eggman, well, the
Gentleman genius, Dr. Eggman.
younger
Sorry.
Eggman would have been voiced by Dean Bristow had he not passed away. So may he rest
Yeah.
in peace.
You know, a part of me does wonder,
After my most recent
why
I stumbled upon
do
the
classic
primordial
Eggman and
form
classic
of
Tails
unique
talk,
creation.
but classic Sonic
Which I
doesn't?
discovered had amazing abilities.
Yeah, that is honestly kind of an annoying thing. I honestly think that one of them should not have talked.
I don't think any of them should have talked in the first place.
Well, they should have been able to communicate, but I would have appreciated
Pantomime,
if
like what they do in Sonic
no, I feel like they should have done the Lego Star Wars model.
Oh my god.
No, it should have been, no, I think it
gonna-
should have been pantomiming like in, and I'm checking real quick.
Also, Lego Star Wars model. You mean Lego Dimensions model?
Well,
No.
because they talk in
No,
Lego
mumbling,
Dimensions.
early Lego games.
Yeah, like
Sonic Mania Adventures.
Ah,
That's what I think they should have been doing with the older ones.
yeah, I never watched Sonic Mania Adventures. There's still a lot of Sonic content that I've never even that I've never watched. Like
I still haven't watched the Shadow stuff.
I still need to watch Sonic Prime. I'm considering watching like Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and like Sarayan, but I feel like those like really old Sonic cartoons or whatever they are, I don't think that
Yeah,
I
they're
would
cartoons.
like it that much, aside for maybe the public service announcements, because those are hilarious to take out of context.
Hell. I honestly, I think you might vibe with a lot of the memes that come from Sonic, the first one, considering how a lot of it is really good,
Yeah.
and yes, including Snoop Spingus.
Yeah. Well, that's the game.
Well, that's a game. Yeah, and we lost it.
Damn it.
We lost the game.
God damn it, G.
So anyway, oh, they're back. Okay, you know, imagine if that was the ending you got if you didn't get the Chaos Emeralds.
I would genuinely
Hi
think that's
guys,
hilarious.
you're
I
finally
genuinely
doing
found that
something.
hilarious.
Hi, Shadow. Yeah, you actually do something.
Hey Shadow, why do you have a bunch of pixels like next to you?
Those aren't pixels. Those are titties.
You didn't cut Ed. You didn't cut Edgy. You didn't cut Charmy out. You didn't cut Charmy out.
Now, why the fuck would I cut my boy Charmy out?
You cut him out the first time.
We don't know that.
And in a better move of Sonic 06, we have the revival going supersonic.
No, you know,
yeah.
Shadow should have kissed him to life.
I'm curious as to how they're going to go. We're going to go from the Shadow story to this. I'm curious.
If it's even going to be like
True.
connected.
True.
Anyway, as you might hear, I've actually put the better song in this section because
Yeah.
Time Eater is a fucking boring fight, and the music playing is not really any better.
So you're better off just muting the. You're better off just muting the actual song itself and playing this.
Well, no, because you can set it up in the game itself that it plays this song instead. You just need to have it unlocked. And regretfully, I did not have a new venture unlocked at this point.
I forgot a new adventure was in this game. I forgot that we got Rush Adventure songs in this.
I didn't. Like, I still remember, like, a good friend of mine constantly telling me how much she was laughing when she was playing a new venture during the Perfect Chaos boss fight. I mean, to be
So,
fair,
were you
it's a perfect fit.
So were you choosing between like this song from SA1 or the other song from SA2 as the background track?
I don't think I had SA2, it doesn't matter. I don't even think that
I don't think
SA2, it doesn't matter, was available.
Is the SA2 version of it doesn't matter in this game?
I don't think it is. I would check my 100% save file of Sonic Generations. There's only one problem. I had to delete that to make space for this recording. Kind of the same that's going to happen with my Sonic Unleashed playthrough.
No.
I don't like it when games only have like one save file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I could have messed around with it and made like a local copy of my save data. I could have done that on PC. I could not have done that on the Xbox. I could have like used a different account, but because of like how game ownership works on Xbox, I own Sonic Unleashed Digital, so I could not just pop in a disc and select a different account. But we're gonna get to that if we get to Sonic Unleashed.
From what I'm seeing, it looks like it's not. It's just the SA1 version.
All right.
Hey, I'm fine with
Also,
that.
oh no, time has slowed down. What are we gonna do? Yeah, this entire boss fight is just a huge time sink. And I hope they improve it in Sonic X Shadow Generations.
I don't
One
know
thing
about that.
I would
don't know about
improve
that.
is we do the swapping system like what SA2 Rush and Rush Adventure did. And 06 did. Where it's like we're not just controlling both Sonics as one unit. We're doing modern Sonic hit, then we're doing classic Sonic
Classic
hit.
Sonic hit.
That type of stuff.
Yeah. And while we're at it, I mean, I'm known to have shitty ideas, but, you know, we've got all Sonic shitty friends registered trademark bantering in the background. Why couldn't they contribute to the boss fight?
Because the only other one that has super form is Shadow. And
Well,
this was from
they
the
don't-
time when Sega was scared to do anything with him because of Shadow the Hedgehog.
I'm pretty sure
And they
that
also and they
Sega
also
is
didn't
still
want to be
kind of
murdered by the
scared.
Sonic fan base.
What was that, Itchy?
I'm pretty sure that Sega would still be like kind of scared. Just with Shadow they settled down. But I would love
Now
to,
they have,
But-
and I'm hoping this will reflect in IDW.
yeah. I don't know. A part of me just
Only-
dislikes how nowadays, you know, a lot of people are against the inclusion of Sonic friends in gameplay. I didn't mind how Sonic 06 would like constantly swap between characters. It's
I still need
the
to
game.
play Sonic 06.
It's the gameplay that people had a problem with. Like if
Yeah,
they
and that's why we have Project 06.
well,
I mean, that's more after the fact, though.
Yeah,
I'm still
which it's fixing it.
I still feel like Sega should just do a proper remake themselves, but I definitely understand, you know, Sega just trying to shove everything underneath the rug. At the same time,
I mean, they're
The-
not doing that anymore with the Shadow stuff because Black Doom and Mephiles are back.
yeah,
Somehow, Black Doom returned.
now what I kind of wish is that Sega would treat the like the more infamous Sonic games like they did with Yakuza 1 and 2. Just give them a complete remake that follows the same beat but changes like problematic aspects of the story and where necessary tweak what needs to be tweaked. Now, I'm not asking for a complete overhaul.
S-Rank!
That's not what I'm asking for. But I do want to see like a proper version of Sonic 06 that is not fan created.
True.
Right. I will say for how like, I will say that for how boring that like final boss is, it's a lot worse than Crash 2's final boss.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, Crash 2 is way shorter.
That's what I mean. It's a lot
Wait,
shorter,
it's
and
way
it feels
yeah.
and it feels like you're doing. It feels like it was playing itself.
Yeah.
Whereas this, you were kind of also like it was also just playing itself, but much longer.
But
Also,
anyway,
this scene confirms that Amy is strong. Yeah, Amy is stronger than Knuckles.
Great teaming up with you. Hope you learned
Yeah.
a few tricks that'll help you out in the
Yeah.
future.
but anyway,
I mean, they're kind
we-
of on equal strength, though. Go
we-
ahead.
Anyway, we did it. We saved the space-time continuum. And like, yeah,
Sweet.
we did
You're
it.
only gonna get better.
I do like that where Sonic is just encouraging his
Wow.
Wow, okay.
Honest, I will admit, I'm surprised she didn't go. This takes you to Sonic Forces.
Sonic, enjoy your
No,
No.
I'm surprised you didn't. This didn't go from here's this way
You're.
to.
They're asking for it.
They were asking for it. To
I'm
be
back
honest.
and forth. I'm scrolling back. I'm scrolling back. I want to see. Okay, you put down Black Knight, Free Riders, Lost World, Boom, Secret Rings. Did this come? I thought this came out before Secret Rings.
Yeah, it did, but it's
I mean,
still
I
Sonic.
thought this
This
came out
did.
after.
It came out after Secret Rings, after Unleashed, after Black Knight, before Lost World. But Lost World is still like Sonic's future, so I put it in there.
Okay. Okay.
Basically,
Yes.
Riders,
any
Forces, Unleashed, and Zero Gravity. What time are we at now?
11, not 11, 14,
14,
13.
13.
Okay.
But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, that
I
was
did-
that was Sonic
Sonic-
Generations. Overall, I feel like it's still a pretty good game. But if you're playing it on PC, it definitely has like some general bugginess going in if you're playing it on modern hardware. I'm not too sure about if you're playing it on like Xbox Series. I do know that it has FPS boost, so I think it would be a pretty solid experience if you play it on there. But if you're trying to play it on PS5 or PS4, well, you can't. So Well, I wouldn't say that this game necessarily needs a remake. I am definitely glad that Sonic X Shadow Generations is coming out. And if you're watching it out of anticipation of Sonic X Shadow Generations, well, this episode has come out, I think, the same day
Yeah.
Sonic
We're
X Shadow
hoping,
Generations
we're hoping.
comes out, or at least around the time. So if you're watching it, I do wish you, our hypothetical viewer, a lot of fun with Sonic X Shadow Generations.
And we will be doing Sonic X Shadow Generations in the future. That will be done by D-Pad, because he actually really wants to do that stuff.
Hopefully.
We are not sure if it's going to be a full redoing of the main game, or if it's just the Shadow stuff. We'll discuss that on our own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I should probably mention that I did. I think that earlier in this playthrough I said that I'm not too sure about if I'm going to get Sonic X Shadow Generations. I lied. I pre-ordered it. The
I was gonna say,
digital
like,
deluxe
this is-
edition. It's coming out in like a couple of days, and I'm
Sadly,
pretty excited
I'm-
to play it 3 days earlier because I paid $10 extra. And unlike Test Drive
Honestly-
Unlimited Solar Crown, I'm likely actually able to play it early and not be bogged down because I couldn't keep the fucking servers up on what's not supposed to. You can tell I'm so bitter about it.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be pre-ordering it or not, because I'm still currently in a bad monetary situation. It's either going to be this or Brothership.
I mean, Brothership is a new game, like entirely new. That takes effort.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna cover any, like, Sonic-related stuff, because I kind of think the rest of the guys kind of, like, did it for me. And if I would just do it, it would just be a very repetitive thing to do.
Actually, this is the only Sonic game we've gotten.
Also, to get
Well,
back
I mean-
to get back into the Edgeverse, if you take a look at like the video playing right now, that truck was also driven by me.
Uh-huh. I
No.
can't wait when we get to Heroes. That's gonna be fun.
I do have to give Sega credit for actually showing footage of the games in question and not just, you know, showing some trailer stuff.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Sonic
yeah,
Heroes,
that-
I'm kind of curious. What version are they playing? Like they cropped up the UI so you couldn't see if it's using the Xbox button layout, PlayStation button layout, or GameCube button
That's the
layout.
They hid,
point.
they
That's
hid
the
it behind the
point.
logo. Just
That's the
make you guess.
point. That's the point.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to believe that it's either like the GameCube or Xbox versions.
I mean, it could have been.
Yeah. I
think-
It could have been neither. It could have just been like a development build.
Yeah, maybe.
This looks Final Gamey. This looks Final Gamey.
Yeah, that looked Final Gaming to me. Which is why I was inclined to believe that it was more like either GameCube, Xbox, or
Speaking
PC
of
version,
Final
'cause fuck the
Gaming, did
PC
anyone
the
else
PS2
just see
version.
Sonic just grinding on the ground?
That's
Well,
Sonic. That's
Here-
Sonic 06
well,
for you.
and here's the game that needs no introduction.
It's seriously, what the hell, guys?
I mean, they clearly have a lot.
Somewhere you have
I'll
to
give
give.
Sega. I have to give Sega credit. They had the balls to show them any kind of footage for 06,
Yeah, you
like
gotta
actual gameplay footage.
Yeah, you gotta give credit to the like developer that knows like, okay, yeah, we fucked up and we're not going to like bother hiding it.
We're not gonna hide it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I should probably see if I could mod my PS3 again, because Sonic 06, if I'm gonna do Sonic 06, or if I'm gonna play Sonic 06, I'm not like confirming nor denying anything, but if I'm ever gonna play Sonic 06, playing that on a modded PS3 where you could just rip games directly to the hard drive, if you have an SSD in your PS3, it actually makes like a huge difference. On the loading times. I think it went down from like 25 seconds all the way to 15 seconds. That's still long, but holy fuck. It's a difference.
So, are we going to question whether they did the the HD version of Unleashed, or the?
That's the HD version.
That was obviously
Yeah, I
the
was going to
HD
make a
version.
joke.
That's like
I
obvious.
know that. I was making a joke. Just we did it for Heroes.
Well, that was not a
To
joke.
be-
That was me genuinely asking. Oh, I do wonder what
Yeah.
version of colors they took. The Wii version or the DS
There's
version?
no. Oh, that was
They-
stupid. Edgy. No, shut the fuck up.
I was gonna no a better version of that joke is did they do the original or did they do the ultimate version, which would be even more stupid because
Well,
the
Mega
Ultimate
Boy,
didn't
you're
come out.
forgetting,
It didn't
you're
even
forgetting one
exist.
pretty important part. The Ultimate Edition is the original edition.
No shit, sir. No shit.
I was about to say, my name isn't Sherlock.
Of course, they're doing this jingle.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
I'm calling you Shirley, Kevin.
Hey, you didn't blur out. Hey, you didn't blur out Rouge's face there.
Yes, I did.
We're running that back. Hold on.
You ain't got no evidence.
Oh really? When? Oh really?
Now, I do love this final credit scene.
I do too.
Like, I can only imagine, like, how would it have been to be Mike Pollock in the recording booth, recording a conversation with himself?
I mean, hey, ask Sean Schemmel, because he does that for Dragon Ball Z, because he's both Goku and King Kai.
Right.
Hell, another Dragon Ball joke. Ask Masako Nozawa, because she's Goku, Gohan, Goten. The Goku Black arc in Japan is literally just well, actually, in both English and Japanese, is literally just Masako Nozawa and Sean Schemmel just fighting with themselves.
Well, in that case, I know what their favorite Persona 4 track would be.
Oh boy. Oh god.
Got custom skills, supersonic. Okay. So how
Yeah.
bad is? So does that break the game or
Well,
what?
let me just say like this. If you do it, you know how Silver in like the cutscenes for Sonic 06 would just fly? That's basically what Supersonic feels like.
So you're literally just flying over the level design.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, we're just going back to Silver just to listen to them.
I fucking love
Can you
this
blame
song!
him? It's can you blame him? It's a good song.
I
Yeah.
like the remake. I like the main remake.
You know, I would say that I want this song to be played at my funeral, but let's be real. We all know that it's going to be Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
I mean,
Oh god.
you could play either or at either your funeral or your wedding, maybe.
You think that
Yeah,
I'm
you
you
really
think that I'm gonna get wed,
Nope.
or I'm gonna get a wedding?
No, I think no. No.
Let me tell you.
Wow.
I mean, I'm
Let
not
me-
gonna get a wedding. I'm-
Wow.
Let me tell you, all right. All my hobbies are living in fucking Narnia or something. All right. It gets to a point where, you know, usually you'd think that a wedding would cost a pretty hefty sum, but if I'm going to like get into a serious relationship, I'm not going to have money for a wedding because all the money will be spent on plane tickets.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Dating on the internet is difficult. Don't do it.
Don't use dating sites unless you know exactly what you're getting into.
Yeah. And especially don't buy into like the premium tiers. What you should instead spend your money on is Sonic X Shadow Generations. Good night.
Pre-order now,
Pre-order now at the link below and we'll get money out of it.
and you'll get a free towel.
Well, that's false advertising.